Is it wrong to marry your dead friend's husband or wife? That is the question of the day, Pastor Dolly. We know death is inevitable. I mean, some die early, some of us will die like much later, older, you know, and all of that. But then life continues after one dies. You know, these are the sort of things that could crop up. So you marrying your dead friend's husband or wife, is that a wrong thing to do?
Well, for our African setting, if we go back there, the possibility is there that if you want to marry your friend's late husband or late wife, definitely you will be tagged to have maybe that friend kill the friend so that you can have access to the wife. So morally, looking at the African setting, I don't think it's a wise thing to do. There are so many men outside, there are so many women outside that you can marry. But at what point, really, if you also look at it, at what point did you fall in love with that person? Was it while your friend was still alive? Was it after the death of your friend? Was it when you were consoling your friend that you finally? I don't think you can find love elsewhere. Don't find love in your dead friend. Okay,
now let me give you the background story to this particular question. Now, this is a woman. She said, I had a friend who I consider more of a best friend. We've known each other since childhood. She passed away a while back, like 4 years ago, and now her husband wants us to have a serious relationship that will lead to marriage. They had 2 children. I visit their house regularly to see the kids because I've come to love them. Now I think my friend's husband is seeing me as a mother figure to those kids. I don't know what to do. Now that's the background story.
Well,
there are other people also that can do emotional to that child.
So for you, it's a no-no?
It's a no-no. For me as a person, I don't know, but for me, it's something that can never happen in life. It's not possible for, how would such a thing happen? You can be a mother figure. You don't need to be somebody's wife. You don't even need to be their biological mother to be a mother figure to them. I have so many people that I'm a mother figure to today that you will think they are my biological children in every way. I don't need to, you don't need to
marry the man. All right, Sir Andrew, let's hear your take.
She's right in such a way, but if you look at it, supporting the man or the woman can result to love. And when it gets into love, there is nothing you can do about it. Trouble starts. It might be immoral, it might not be right, but when love gets involved, there is nothing you're going to do about it. Especially when the 2 of them are very comfortable. And when the children...
Sorry, that is American love. Nigerian love, you can do something about it. You can do something about African love. That is American love.
What of the situation when they give the wife
to the younger brother? How is that different?
Even that, a lot of people are stopping that. A lot of people are saying no to that. There are cases of women that were able to give it to their father's wife, their husband's son, husband's first son to marry, and they come out to say no, I can't go that way. You can still decide to say no, I am not going that way.
What in a situation where the 2 of them actually have a connection, you cannot say because you know then you know if your dead friend wanted to marry the husband because he's safer with you. We don't know. We don't know these things.
When love is
yes, because this thing called love, Mama.
African love.
Mama Gio, let me tell you. This thing called love. The truth is, whether you like it or not, she just said it now that she goes to the house. She only tell you the one way she tell you, based on main or reason and less. You don't know.
Probably from that we know things were already.
You understand?
She's talking about serious relationship now. There's already a relationship.
Yeah.
Why did she allow that relationship?
To get there. So it's very possible, and if she's seen someone else and she's trying to cut into that relationship, that's where I think I'll have a problem.
Yeah.
But they're adults. If they decide to be together, it's been 4 years. Come on, 4 years.
And another thing you have to be careful about.
Only one at a time.
I can talk about.
Let me hear Sir Andrew. Go ahead.
In modern world now, what you have to be very careful about is peace and love. They both go together. If you find peace and you find love, it's going to be very difficult to separate the 2 of them. You might find it not right and all that, but if 2 of them are very happy.
But then let me ask you a question, sir. Morally speaking, does it ring right to you, you know?
Now my question is, what is moral? I'm going to be asking what is really moral.
Really.
They are not related. They are not brothers and sisters.
Well, that's
Not of the
true.
same age.
That's true.
And if there are, something happened that it was not their fault, and there is love and peace involved for them coming
I
together.
even know what happens that the person is even dead. What if she's cutting the man while the person is dead? Which happens every day. Yes, it happens every day.
Okay, that was not the case.
Let's sip some coffee.
I need
Okay.
it.
All right.
Okay, I know very well that there are some traditions that allows that to happen, that allows a situation where the man dies and the wife is asked to marry the younger brother. It's also in the scripture. It happened in the Bible also, in the Old Testament that was happening. But like he said, the point is they are not related. Because everything done is like where you say a young girl, you know, the husband died and the scripture says the husband divorces her and the person walks away and she should stay burning in passion. What would she do? I read a book that said if Christ were to be there, would Christ allow that young lady to stay there because the husband walked away without any genuine reason?
That's the question.
Will Christ allow her? Which is not true.
No way.
Now, in this situation, the man is dead, and what is binding them is been severed by reason of death. So the lady is as free as the man is. And then if prior to the time the man died, before the man died, and this woman comes to the house and the kids, you know, there are some children, when you keep visiting the house, they
Just
start bonding with you and they like you. And if anything happens, if there's anybody at all to marry, sometimes some kids suggested that, Daddy, can you marry auntie? We are comfortable with her.
There you go.
And so if you look at it vividly, you find out that if that's the case, they are not connected. That's if there has not been anything before the man died.
Okay.
If it's on a neutral ground and there has not been anything and the kids are comfortable with the woman and they are in love and this woman can take care of the kids, why not? There is nothing wrong doing that as long as they are comfortable and they're in love. That's it.
Adults, that's the
Yes.
major.
No, the thing is about having peace and love and unity. That's what is very, very important.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
They all
Okay.
bring to-
No, I'm fine. Thank you.